political leadership in the United Kingdom I've watched it hollow out its industrial base. I've watched the political leadership in the United Kingdom spend all of their money on welfare. And you know what? It's their money. That's none of my business. If that's what they want to do in a democracy, Godspeed. But they've depended on the American taxpayer to defend them. And the political leadership, again, I say this gently, I don't want to do anything to take away from the King's speech. I say this gently and respectfully. It's time for the political leadership in the United Kingdom to embrace adulthood. And it's time for them to start paying their bills. And time for them to start spending money on the military. Now, I know the Prime Minister said we're going to do better. And he and some of our other allies in Europe are talking about now spending 3.5% of their GDP on defense and another 1.5% on infrastructure in support of defense. It's a lot of talk so far. Sir Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the UK, published his plan for the military and military spending. I actually read it. I thought this part was special. Yeah, he's going to start spending more money. But it's back-end loaded. It's not going to happen. They're not going to really spend any serious money until 2030. And I can assure you that Sir Keir will not be around as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in September or October or January of 2030. He's struggling now. His poll numbers, probably shouldn't say this, but it's true. He's polling right up there with gonorrhea in terms of popularity. It's just a fact. So I do celebrate the special relationship that we have. And I do want us to be closer. But the political leadership in the United Kingdom has got to do its part. This is supposed to be a partnership. My final comment, the King, I think, is here the rest of the day, the King and the Queen. And of course, even though it was a beautiful speech that King Charles gave, the real heavy lifting is done, as we all know, in private. The King is going to meet privately with President Trump, and they're going to talk about the world, and they're going to get down to the specifics of things we can do to help each other. And I don't know what the King is going to talk to the President about. I don't know if he's carrying messages from the political leadership in the United Kingdom. That's all above my pay grade. But if the King is carrying a message from the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom to try to convince our President to give away the Diego Garcia military base to an African country, which is the BFF of China, I hope our President will continue to resist. I hope he will respond to that request if it's made by saying the short answer is hell no, the short answer is no, the long answer is hell no. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, as you know, Mr. President, we have the ChagosIslands are owned by the United Kingdom. They're in the Indian Ocean. On one of the islands, we built a military base with the United Kingdom called Diego Garcia. And it's a really important military base for both countries. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom has decided, because the United Nations has made him feel guilty about Britain's colonial past, the United Nations has told Prime Minister Starmer that he's got to give away this military base to the African country of Mauritius, even though Mauritius has never owned Diego Garcia or the ChagosIslands. They have no connection with it, none whatsoever. But because the Prime Minister has this white guilt because the United Kingdom and the good people of Great Britain once controlled other countries. They're supposed to feel guilty and give away our military base and their military base to Mauritius, who will promptly turn the keys over to China. It's one of the, it's I think I described it one time as bone deep, down to the marrow, stupid, and it is. And eventually, the Prime Minister talked the President into it, and then President Trump came, as he always does, he thought it through, and he said, no, I'm not doing that. And so they're still sawing on him and working on him, and I don't know if the King's going to bring it up. And certainly it's the King's right if it does, but I hope the President will stand firm and let's not give away this military base to China.